Number 15, Ben Senecal. Starting it forward, number 24, Nick Levins. Also at forward, number 31, Andrew Borkowski. And starting at center, number 44, Greg Gagne. Rutland is coached by Jack Rogers. Now for the Mounties. Starting at guard, number 15, Alan Saltis. Also at guard, number 5, Joe Chase. A third guard in the line, number 12, Leighton Thayer. Starting at forward, number 14, Louis Altebell. And at the other forward, number 21, Lee John Bizon. The Mounties are coached by Steve Garrow.
All right, are we doing flat? No? Okay. Well, that was a little unusual. Introductions to that JV basketball game. We tried to catch them there. You saw the Rutland squad come out in the all-red uniforms, and they're on the home court of MSJ. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm allowed to be here. And it's MSJ JV basketball taking on Rutland High School, and we'll get things going. And we'll have the varsity action on Munger Vision at a later date on Channel 15 PEGTV Sports. And during timeouts, I'll go back through the rosters and read both teams' rosters since they're both in the viewing area. And that's Leighton Thayer with the basketball. He's going to go off to Joe Chase. Chase will run the point when he's out there. And you see the catch by Lee John Bizon. And Thayer will go up inside the free throw line, go off the front of the rim. Ball will come down. It'll be a one-and-out trip. And here comes Troy Davin. Davin with a quick push gets the ball down along the baseline, the slide, and you can hear it hit the back of the bottom of the rim and kick back out. And then Bizon had the rebound. Unfortunately, he was standing on the inline. It'll be a Rutland basketball. 30 seconds into this JV contest. We're looking for the first score. Levins looking at the ball in play. There's the catch, the shot, and the first basket of the game. There we have a warning issue, I believe. Now the basket was made by Ben Senecal, and what happened there was after the basket went through the hoop, it was grabbed by a Rutland player and then tossed down. It's like a delay of game warning. The next time they do it, it'll be a technical foul. And if you watch the Mill River Springfield basketball game, JV game that I did the other day on Channel 15, you'll see that they actually had 2 warnings and the technical come up in that basketball game. And that's going to be Joe Chase with the basketball. And like I said, he'll play a lot of minutes tonight for Coach Garrow. He's the quarterback out there on the floor for this JV squad. And he'll take it the first shot, and it's going to drop. So he got inside the paint, little running one-hander, and he'll make it 2-2. So 1 minute's gone by, and see Davin look over to the sideline, get the play from Coach Jack Rogers. Yes, that Jack Rogers, who runs the AAU Bandits squads, does a good job of it, and also West Rutland player, and then West Rutland varsity coach won a championship, state championship. And that's going to be taken all the way in there. Got the rebound. Rutland did, then it was stolen back by MSJ. Of course, the Mounties in their home whites, and see Chase all the way in. I don't think there's going to be shots. I think it's on the floor. Yeah, on the floor, no shots. Foul on Davin. It'll be the first foul of the basketball game. And you see Saltis will take the ball out of bounds. John Kelly, one of the officials. Pete C, the other official. And Chase and MSJ with the basketball. Bizon and Thayer right there in the same area. And get their spacing back. See Thayer standing on the left elbow just beyond the arc. And 6:26 to go, 2-2 to score, first quarter action. And Saltis and Chase playing a little toss and catch. And you could hear a lot of flush there, no call. A lot of slapping there and just a little too hard out the backboard, missed a shot. And Rutland will have the basketball, and they'll get it down to Davin. He'll look to drive baseline, and boy, nice dish. Gagne wasn't expecting the pass, and the ball will come all the way out, and that's going to roll into the backcourt. And I think it went off from MSJ. It went off from a diving number 14 Louis Altebell out of play. And good also play, but it's going to be Rutland basketball. Now it'll be Levins taking the ball out of bounds, number 24. And remember a lot of these names you will from the rec tournaments and from the Glazic tournaments. And now here they are in high school, these guys. So that shot will be good. I think I'm going to count it. Yep, he said basket is good. Now it's going to be Altebell picking up the fall and going to the line, trying to make a 3-point play. It'll be Greg Gagne, and he'll be set here in just a second. Had a nice touch on that fadeaway jump shot for a big guy. Now we're just underway 4-2, 5:51 to go, and now becomes still 4-2. Thayer with the rebound, and he'll bring the ball up himself. You can see him on that far side, and he'll be picked up by Levins out there, number 24. Of course, Pete Levins, his dad. was a coach all through his youth, and that's going to be good. And basket will drop, and again they gave Thayer all that penetration down below the free throw line, and he will get the shot up and in. Davin and Rutland tied at a 4-4 game right now, and there'll be a turnover. Yeah, Senecal tried to come back to Davin, and he wasn't expecting the pass and was a tad bit behind him. And we'll have to wait now, so we have a sub coming in the basketball game. Looks like Lampman, number 10, and it is Rick Lampman coming in, number 10 for Rutland High School. Yeah, now Levens seemed to ninth there the basketball, and somebody's got to come back to help out, and it's just going to be Saltis, and that 5-second count was getting dangerously close. And Altobel set the screen, and they didn't rub off it, and they got travel call. Yeah, that whole play was just a mess from the beginning. I'm not sure if they expected to have the denial defense in the back court like that, but it'll be a turnover on the travel. Davin, number 14. And you've seen a lot of different sports during the Babe Ruth playoffs. Of course, he was a pitcher and a shortstop, and football. Of course, saw him with Jimmy Shortle's squad during that rec pride tackle sessions, and this is going to be 4-4, still 4:59 to go, and this is Thayer with the ball, and he'll work off the screen, and yeah, they wanted to screen and roll, and the pass was just a little bit low and at the feet of Bizon, and they'll be taken away by Rutland, and Davin will come to the front court, get to the left elbow, and he's going to take the shot up, and no. You see the rebound by Saltis, so a lot of one and outs here early on by both sides. Not a lot of scoring, they got to warm it up here, and I think the routine usually just coming out starting to play for JV. They usually never have introductions, even though I like the idea. Might have just kind of thrown him off here, just being out of sync and everything, and might have a travel call. Yeah, travel before the foul, and the ball will go over, and it'll be number 31 called for the travel, and that's Andrew Borkowski. And coming in now for Rutland will be number 25, who I don't have on my roster. Levens will be on the ball, and that's going to be Thayer bringing the ball into play, and that'll be taken by Chase. Yeah, and Chase and Lampman will do bad coming down the court. And boy, Lampman with good defense right there. Nice job by Chase. Also, one thing he did wrong after he broke the tie line, he killed that dribble up high and got bailed out by Saltis. He'll take it up in, and oh, not that it would have counted, but it sure looked nice. And now it's going to be got a foul called, holding on Rutland, and it's going to be on baseline out of bounds. Wow, so no shot coming up, and Saltis will take the ball out of bounds, number 15 for the Mounties. And Ryan Ritter will be coming in for MSJ. He'll be wearing number 30. He's at the scores table right now, getting setting to make his first appearance of this evening. You see Thayer, the Saltis, and again, about the pace MSJ wants the game to be played at right now. They don't want to get into a run and gun and let Rutland get deep into that bench and have fresher legs late in the basketball game. Rutland right now in a 2-3 zone. They go down to Altobel up, and boy, I think we're going to have a push from behind on Bizon. Yeah, he came in and got the push from behind. And that's going to be the second team foul on MSJ. So each team with 2 team fouls, and it's the first personal foul on Bizon. Now Lampman's going to be in the back court with Levens, number 24. And Jack Rogers, the head coach on the JV squad for Rutland. And again, the retiring Steve Garrow back for MSJ. Levens on the weave, gets the ball down inside, and boy, that was a lot of white shirts there defensively. Just nowhere to get the shot off. Both teams playing a very grinded out style half-court basketball right now. And, oh, yeah, nice step to the basket. And that's going to send the Raiders to the line. And I think it's going to be on Altobel. It is. It's be his second personal, and that's early in the contest. 3:24 to go in the first quarter. And Altobel with 2 fouls now. And that one's going to be a little bit short. And yeah, we'll get a second chance here. Try to save one. And he'll get the second one. I'll break the tie. It'll become 5-4 Rutland with the lead. The JV version of Rutland MSJ boys basketball action being played at MSJ, and that's why I'm able to bring you the game. And again, this has been a fun one here to watch. 2 good ball handlers, 2 good athletes, and Lampman's going to get the best of this one. Oh, no travel, no tie second count. There's going to be contact, and it's going to be interesting if it's going to be on the defensive player, Borkowski. Yeah, Borkowski will get the foul, and it's going to be on the floor prior to the shot, and that'll be the 3rd team foul on Rutland. So each team with 3 team fouls now, and the ball being brought out of bounds by the Mounties. They'll set that box up, and nothing broke inside, so they kick it out to Chase out in the corner, and Levens there defensively on him. You see Saltis See, Saltus is a slasher, but right now that 2-3 zone, they're just not giving the ball in a reversal pass fast enough to open up any lanes for him to get to the basket. And Cody Keith at the scorers table, I'll be checking in for MSJ. I'll be wearing number 3 in the white uniforms, and going to stay with MSJ's Levens. Got over there, got a piece of the ball, and knocked it out of bounds. Sam Firo, number 11, coming in for Rutland on that changeover, replacing Senecal, and Chase coming out of the basketball game for MSJ. That's what I was waiting to see. Yeah, see Ritter come back to the basketball, and he'll get the pass off to Keith. Looks like Keith's being in the backcourt with Thayer, and just poked the ball right away from Thayer. And again, not a lot of movement out there offensively. You know, Coach Garrow asking him to run the motion. A lot of nobody stepping off the screens right now. Well, the ball sealed off nicely defensively, and that's going to be just off the mark. And Ritter will get the rebound, chase it down, and bring it back to Thayer. So a nice job by Ritter getting the offensive second chance there, and that's not going to work out for an Alta Bell. Will get it. So MSJ in a sequence right here with a couple shots, a couple offensive rebounds, and getting some second chances here and see if they can take advantage of it. And that's going to be Keith. He'll take a few dribbles down inside, and that's going to come right through Saltus's legs and picked up by Levens, and he will, avoid the defender nicely. Just kind of sliced along the baseline, look a little bit like Michael Jordan in his prime. And Coach Garrow will call timeout from the bench. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and it's 7-4 Rutland. So we'll let Coach Garrow get his dry erase board. Yep. We'll let him settle in, and I'll tell you who I've got on the roster, because it didn't match up with the roster they actually gave me. Number 3 is Cody Keith. Joe Chase wears 4. Josiah Corlew is number 10. Leighton Thayer is 12. Justin Nullback is 13. Louis Altabell 14. Lee John Bizon is 21. Tyler Sanborn is 22. 24 is Max Walker. Ritter was wearing 30 out there. Ryan Ritter is, and Saltus is wearing 15. Alan Saltus. So they got moved to the JV level for the Rutland game, and right now with 1:51 to go in the first quarter play, Rutland with that 7-4 lead. Yeah, and it looks like Saltus is going to take the ball out of bounds. Coach Garrow with some last-minute instructions for him. And yeah, that's what they're checking out. And they're saying he can run the baseline on this inbound pass. And he'll find a little lane and get it back to Cody Keith. And Keith uses Saltus as a screen, circles all the way back around, and that's Lampman right there picking him up defensively. There's the reach on the foul, and it's going to be on number 23 of Rutland. It's Tyler Ballard. Actually, it's not going to be Ballard picking up the foul, but he's in the ball game. Lampman will get the foul, and that's going to be the fourth team foul. And I'll give MSJ the ball with 1:41 to go here in the first quarter of play. Rutland's JV squad with 7 points up on the board. And see Ritter and Thayer, a little confusion here in the communications. But I'll tell you, this will be a low-scoring ball game at this pace. And boy, I'll tell you what, Saltus got a running start and jump ball called, and it's going to be Rutland basketball. And Saltus hard to the floor will be helped up, and he might got a little home cooking on that. He took about 4 steps down the paint, and Lampman now with no pressure in the backcourt will just get the ball, snap it off to the front, and get the ball back between circles. As Rutland right now with some new personnel in there, and Gagne back in the ball game, number 44 for Rutland. He's got a basket tonight, and that is going to be a little short. Rutland with the rebound came right straight down below the hoop to Ballard, and now they'll go to Gagne. A lot of fake, and nobody bought it. As Altapel stayed put, he's playing with those 2 fouls, and from the baseline, the basket will drop, and that's going to be Ballard with the basket. Makes it 9-4. Yeah, and this press by Rutland, even though they're not coming up with straight steals, is being effective as far as keeping MSJ out of the sync offensively, not allowing him to come right up front and set up. And Altapel with a good grab. Did he step out of bounds? Yes, he did. He was real close to that sideline over there, and hit that with his toe, and he'll be out of play. And Ballard and Lampman in the back court. And again, the Mounties a team that just doesn't press until it's absolutely necessity late in the basketball game. So Sam Firo, number 11 in the game, he had the touch. And Borkowski on a drive going to get the foul. Ritter came out to contest the drive and picked up the foul, and it's going to be, I would assume, 2 shots coming up here. Yeah, so Ritter picks up the foul. It's his first personal, team's 4th, and that'll send Andrew Borkowski to the line. And he's going to get a couple shots here and lead already at 5 at 9-4. And he'll be up and good on that. First free throw, and Joe Chase coming back in the basketball game. He's going to replace Leighton Thayer for MSJ. So MSJ's offense has been stuck on the number 4 for an awful long time here. Borkowski with that nice patience before the free throw and gets them both. Nice form. And Saltis will take the ball out of bounds. Ballard will be on the ball defensively. And Chase now will be matched up against Furo. If you watch Chase. Now last time he had Lampman on him. This time he's got Furo, and he had a little bit easier time bringing the ball up. And yeah, got to hold a hand check or a hold. It'll be called on Furo. And with 15 seconds to go, that'll be the 5th team foul. MSJ on the far side here with the Common Avenue Gym. Will have the ball out of bounds right near midcourt. And Chase pops in the backcourt. We'll get the basketball. And clock down to 12 seconds now. See Chase being told from the bench as to what's left on the clock. And boy, they forced the shot up with a lot of time left. About 7 seconds to go. And that's going to count if it goes. No. And so Rutland, pretty decent first quarter for the JV Raiders. They have an 11-4 lead over MSJ on PEGTV. And as you can see, it'll be MSJ basketball to start the second quarter play. It's Cody Keith out there, number 3. Number 5 is Joe Chase. 22 in the ball game. First time tonight will be Tyler Sanborn. He'll get to see some action. He plays both front and back court. He swings around. And tell you, they would have trapped along that midcourt area. They would have had an easy chance defensively to make the steal. Altabell will roll to the basket, kiss it off the glass and in, and they'll make it 11-6. So MSJ stuck on 4 for a long time. Starts this second quarter off with a basket, and that's going to be along the baseline. Ballard will give the ball back, so we get a defensive kick on Sanborn. The ball will just go out, bounce right underneath the basket on the baseline, and they're going to set the line. Looks like a line play they're going to set up. No box being put into shape, and they'll just bounce it down in the corner and then bring it up between circles. And Lampman's going to run the offense now, number 10 for Rutland. He'll go to Gagne and see him protect the ball. And not really sure what his deal is there, but kind of went turtle. Now Lampman, they'll run a little motion up top. Furo with the basketball. And they had it, lost it, and the pass out in head is going to be a little bit too far for Altabell. It'll be knocked out of bounds off from Lampman. No, off from Altabell, and it'll be Rutland basketball. And Seth Patrika in the basketball game, number 30 for Rutland High School, making his first appearance of the ball game. Pete C, the official, wants him right in the corner, and it's going to be brought into Lampman. And 7:10 to go in an 11-6 ball game. Second quarter action, Rutland with the lead. And in case you didn't know it, they're in the red uniforms. That's a tough pass. I got it down to Dab and number 14. That's going to be from deep in the corner. And I don't think it was tipped, but it came up short, and Altabell will get the ball, take a few dribbles, wait for Chase to come back. And Chase now to Cody Keith. Keith, a few flicks here and there, and then got the ball to Bizon. Bizon just waited for Chase to come back and get the basketball. Again, very patient game plan here by MSJ, trying to shorten the game and milk the game clock down and limit the number of possessions for Rutland. And again, this is going to be one of those games, if MSJ can keep it in the mid to high 30s, they'll be in the contest. Right now they're down just 5 at 11-6. More of a coach's, no, I don't know the word I want. Not really a fan game right now. This is kind of a flat game for a Rutland MSJ game. And Davin turns, catches, fires, 1 and out, and it'll be Bizon with the basketball. And he'll get it to Sanborn. Sanborn, no problem bringing it in the front court. And wasn't actually till he crossed the logo that Ballard picked him up. And Lampman now will body right up. Yeah, see him put the pressure on the ball up high on Chase, and Sanborn will duck underneath the defender. And now they'll run through the, well, Chase has been taking it the hole quite a bit and got a hand check foul up top. And it's going to be the 16th foul. And so the next foul Rutland will commit will be the 1-on-1 situation for MSJ, and Sanborn, 22, will take the ball out of bounds on the Mountie baseline. And oh, good play, almost a steal down there. It's going to be 23 Ballard. He got up in the air, and yeah, I see him really making life miserable trying to get the ball in the play. Right, what Sanborn did right there was intentional. He didn't want to get the 5 count, and nobody was really moving. Jordan Grenier coming in, number 12 for Rutland. So Grenier, number 12 out there in red for the Raiders, and Chase will get open. And well, he had a chance for a shot and didn't take it from that baseline. We'll come back to Sanborn, clock down to 5:48 to go in the second quarter of play. And I think we're going to have shots 1-on-1 now. Yeah, what happened there was 1-1. Okay, so John Kelly said a hold foul on Ballard, and that'll be the 1-1. And Chase going to the line. And now Saltis will come back in the basketball game, and he's going to replace Sanborn. Yeah, Sanborn coming out, and Saltis coming in, and Chase at the line. Yeah, I'm sure it's just 6 points right now. 5:42 to go in the second quarter. The good news is Rutland just 11, so they're only down 5. And no. Kind of everybody. I've never heard such a quiet gym for Rewind-MSJ contest of any nature, and it's just really silent out here. So Saltis, see if he can bring the crowd into the basketball game. May take it in all the way, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Not really sure what he did. Steve Garrow not sure what he did, but it's going to be against MSJ, and that'll be their 5th team foul. It was interesting. Now Davin will get the ball to Gagne. He's being guarded by Bizon, and Borkowski will pop out. That's Altabel. He's done a good job, Altabel has, playing with the 2 fouls. We picked him early in the first quarter, and they've gone with him, kept him out there, and he's been aggressive but very smart, not picking up the 3rd foul here. Borkowski, and Rutland seems very content, too, to run the a very patient offense also. Saltis with a few chances on the steal, almost forced the backcourt. And they come deep in the corner to Ballard. He wants to slide it along the baseline, and a nice wraparound pass to Gagne inside, and yes. So they get Greg Gagne involved, and it's twice now he's had the touches offensively, and twice he's made the baskets, and he looks like he'd be a good solid option through the whole ball game. But I'm not really sure. Chase got down along the baseline, had nowhere to go with the basketball, and then he picked up the foul to boot. And actually, I got to apologize. It's on Bizon. Bizon picked up the foul, and Rutland will have it with 4:29 to go in the 13-6 basketball game. Yeah, and Chase coming out of the contest for MSJ, and Cody Keith, number 3, coming back into the basketball game for the MSJ squad. And Troy Davin, 14. Gets to pass over to Ralph Busella. Nice catch by Ralph over there. He was in the game. He was watching. Tell you what, hands like that, he might be getting some calls and signed to a contract. There with the catch, and yeah, he's really in a bad spot. There he goes. He's in between no man's land and never called travel on Saltis. He's having a problem tonight. I can't repeat what he just told Coach Garrow, but he's not happy with the officiating on the floor right now. 13-6 Rutland, and there against Davenport. Great entry pass, and yeah, he traveled, but it was a great entry pass. I mean, there was just no room for error there, and he got the ball right down and inside. Now Rutland will show a little more pressure in the backcourt. They've switched up defenses a couple different times already in the contest, and length there. Looks to Bizon, and nope. Pulled up, saw the big body coming at him, pulled the shot back, and it cost him. Davin now snaps the pass into the front court to Firo, and Davin, see how well he handles the ball. Just a real smooth ball player. Ballard, no idea what 25 is, but I'm on the roster. Got to work on that. When they're going to him on the baseline, and well, even if he would have made the catch in play, he would have been so far behind the backboard he wouldn't be able to generate a shot. So now he's being held to 6 points and over a quarter and a half played here, but only down by 7 points in the basketball game. They're up, and yeah, hard to make a basket with your head down. Into the front court comes Firo, and Firo comes off to Davin. Boy, he sold the first move, and his teammates just not. That's a good job by Borkowski, but they got to keep their eyes open. He's passing from all speeds and all angles out there, and nice assist to Davin. Then he stole the ball and stepped out of bounds. Nice anticipation by Davin. Levin's coming back in the basketball game. Number 24 for Rutland. He'll replace Ballard, 23. And Saltis, yeah, wow, he just barely made it back into the play before he picked up his own pass. They'll give it off to the trailer, and Bizon. Well, I'm not sure what he's doing. It was almost like he stopped playing and the ball was taken right out of his hands, taken away from him. 15-6. Rutland and Levins along the baseline, get the pass over, and I think Borkowski got fouled going to the hole. And 2 shots, yep. Finally some action out there, and Borkowski slid along the baseline nicely, but the pass was a thing of beauty. And Borkowski 3 for 3 now in the basketball game from the line, and all of them just like that. Nice release, rotation, swish, and that becomes the first double-digit lead of the contest at 16-6. Rutland with that 10-point lead. And Borkowski will miss this time. Nice back out blocks out there by Altabel, and he's looking for Chase to get open. Chase checked back in the basketball game there just before that second shot. Remember, he left for a few moments, holding his midsection, but he seems to recover from whatever that was. And there it is, and boy, almost a travel call. Bizon will get it off the glass and in. The lead down to 8 now, 16-8. Rutland with the lead, JV basketball action, 2:25 to go. Yeah, and Coach Rogers calls out the play to Troy Davin. They give it to Borkowski, look inside for the cut, and it wasn't there. And Levins will set himself up, and no. Fouls it up. Oh, nice job of following up his own shot. Nobody put a body on Levins, and he just crashed the boards, put it back up, got fouled, and he's going to be at the line to shoot 2. So with 2:08 to go, the clock will stop for 2 more free throws here for the Raiders. That's the 7th team foul on Rutland. And he'll be off the mark with that one. And Leighton Thayer will come in, number 12 for MSJ, and then coming in for Rutland JV will be number 20, Matt Consolati, and also coming in will be number 32, Brendan Billadou. So a couple new faces in there for Rutland. So in a 16-8 game, Levins will be up and got that one. 17-8. Rutland with the lead. They'll go to the press now after the made basket, and Saltis gets the ball into Chase. You see the defender staying right in the backcourt, staying on Chase. He's had to work hard all night to break the timeline, and yeah, he'll get it down inside. And Altabel brought the ball right around in the front, gives it to Bison, and on the trail it's there. And he is just stuffed out there by Davin, and Davin throws the ball. What a great play by Davin. Yeah, he didn't get the pass completed, but not only did he block the shot, then he controlled the rejection, and then he threw it toward his team's basket, hoping one of his players could run underneath it. Just a great play all the way around by Davin. Yeah, and see Thayer kind of got along the baseline, got pinned. Boy, everybody's just clumped together down there, and it's going to be out of play. And as he stepped out of bounds, and Rutland will get the ball with 1.5 minutes to go here. You see, well, I could see, I don't know if you could or not, but Davin taking a glance up at the clock, sees he had plenty of time. There's no shot clock in the state of Vermont at any level other than college, and that's going to be up Levins with a good drive, couldn't get the finish, and got a foul going against Rutland's 32. Yeah, going for the push, and that's Billadou called for it, and it's the 1-and-1. So I think it's going to be Thayer coming down. Yeah, and Leighton Thayer will take the free throws for MSJ. So it becomes the 8th foul, and each team now with 8 fouls apiece. And MSJ, well, you only got 8 points in almost 2 quarters. Free throws become even more magnified as far as ways to get points, and that's a good shot right there by Thayer as he swished that one in, makes it 17-9. Rutland lead cut down to just 8 points right now. It's been as high as 10. And can't get the bounce on that one. Bizon pulled off before he got the foul called, and here comes Davin. Davin just makes it look effortless out there when he glides along the court. And it's going to be a good job by Saltis as it goes off from the hands of Consolati out of bounds. And now Walker's going to come in for MSJ. He'll wear number 24, and he'll replace Bizon. So Bizon will get a breather, and Walker will get his first taste of the action here tonight. And they release Chase. And he's able to just bring the ball up the middle of the floor this time and knocked away from behind, and goes off from, I believe, Chase himself as number 30 out there, number 20 out there, Consolati, with a good play defensively for Rutland's JV squad. And Davin Well, I tell you what, Dabin and Levens work very well together. They're in sync, and of course, Borkowski's had a very good first half of play here. And yeah, before the shot on the floor, foul will be on Walker, and it'll be shot for Rutland. That's a 1-on-1 coming up for Rutland High School, and it's going to be Billadou at the line. You can see him right there, number 32. So Billadou, with just 51 seconds to go here, trying to get in the scorebook before the half comes to an end. Nope, he'll front rim it, and everybody kind of just watched the shot, and so Saltis able to get in there and get the rebound relatively easy. And Saltis is going to drive the paint. Oh, see, I don't understand that. Saltis tried to dish it off with a no-look pass, and he basically was just, if he just finished for the layup, he would have had a much better chance of getting the basket and receiving the foul instead of creating the foul. Then you have to chase the ball down. It goes down that little corridor between the bleachers and concrete wall out there, and there comes John Kelly back with the basketball. But that again, now that's the 10th team foul, and the reason there's no shots because that's a offensive foul, player control foul. Ball baseline up, and good finish down there. Again, Levens moving so well without the basketball, and 19-9, 10-point lead, and more than that, MSJ trying to at least get to double digits here before the half comes. And there with a nice move along the baseline, just didn't put enough juice on the ball to get the finish. 16 seconds, and Levens from Davin to the basket, yes, and foul on Thayer. Tell you what, I said it before, and you can just see the chemistry work so well between Davin and Levens, and they're both just hustling down the floor, and if it's not one making the pass, it's the other one making the pass, and they opened up the speed of the game a little bit, and you can see how MSJ trying to keep the pace more to a slow it down, grind it out type of. So Levens with a 21-9 lead for Rutland, trying to make it 22 here. And he'll get it. 22-9, just 12 seconds to go in the half. Yeah, and they go to the trap, and I like that. They employed the trap late in the first half. Altabel up, and he's been the offense. That's 6 points now. 6 of the 11 points belong to Altabel. 1 second, this will count if it goes. Nope. And an all Rutland second quarter pushes the lead to 11, 22-11 over MSJ in JV basketball action. So as we get set to start this third quarter play, it'll be MSJ basketball. They're down by 11, 22-11. Actually, it'll be Rutland basketball. There we go. And I knew that. Just that first half kind of lulled me into a, almost put me to sleep actually till the end when Rutland picked up the pace a little bit. Davin with the basketball, and we'll see what happens here as things unfold. In the third quarter, this is the JV basketball game, and Borkowski had a good first half, brought the ball down below the free throw line. He'll give it back to Levens. Levens was instrumental in Rutland's success there in that first half of play, and Borkowski with a few fakes will bring it back up to Davin. Davin on the drive, penetrates, gives it all off the baseline, and okay, I was waiting, both refs looking at each other. Got an offensive foul called on Rutland. Yeah, and that'll be the first foul of the second half, and it'll be on Davin, his second personal, and you can see Saltis will take the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Levens will play denial on the pass coming in, and Thayer with the basketball, number 12 for MSJ. So Thayer will slide the pass down to Chase, and he'll get into the paint, got hooked, and it's before the shot. Yeah, it's before the shot. It'll be the second team foul on Rutland already here. This will be a blocking foul, and all is taking place with 35 seconds gone in this quarter. Chase with the catch. Well, he got it down into Bizon, and there's nothing but red jerseys around him. He had no room to operate, and you got Chase will bring it back up top left there. Yep. Trying to throw it down inside against that zone, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it belongs to MSJ. So we'll have Saltis take the ball out of bounds. Excuse me, I just got my hand tangled in my cord of the camera. There we go. And that's going to be a fall from behind on Borkowski, as Altabel had the defender behind him. They brought the ball down inside to him, and that's going to be 3 fouls now on Rutland. Not even 1 minute or 51 seconds into the third quarter, and 3 team fouls on Rutland. So Saltis will call the play out and get it into Chase. Boy, that was a tough pass. Not only that, look, look where he had the ball. Nice give, cut, no good. Ball slapped around, and Saltis kept it alive. It'll go off from Rutland out of bounds, and Saltis will stay right on the baseline and receive the ball back from John Kelly. And yeah, boy, they're just waiting, and finally nothing down inside, so they just brought the ball back into Bizon, and they'll let Thayer set up the offense. That's dabbing on him. The screen really wasn't tight enough to be effective that they had set for him, and Saltis with Levens right in his face, and then Davin with the knockaway and chased down. There's the crossover there, and that's going to be a block from behind and a foul called. And this one might involve some shots. And so that is 14 fouls now. 3 on Borkowski, 4 on the team, and Altebelt the line to shoot 2. And still the same score we had to have, 22-11. Still 22-11. And so coming in now for Borkowski, he'll sit with those 3 fouls, be number 32, Brendan Bilodeau. So Bilodeau get into the ball game early here in the 3rd quarter. As Rutland, as a team, getting a little bit of foul trouble here. And Altebelt will not get the 2nd shot. And Bizon kept it alive, and boy, almost lost the ball. And actually, I think he did step out of bounds, didn't get the call. And Saltis, a lot of twisting. Going to be another offensive foul on Saltis. Wow. I got to tell you, the first 2 times they called him for that, there was a lot of thrust and contact. I don't think he could have broke a piece of cellophane wrap with that contact there, but that's going to be the call of the night. That's the call de jour. This is going to be an offensive foul on Saltis, and there'll be 3 fouls, three offensive fouls on him. Davin, and that'll be last touch by MSJ. Will go out of bounds to Rutland, and Levens will go on the baseline, and he'll call the play out. And he's actually going to bring the ball into play. Yeah, Levens gets it into the big man, and he went to the left hand and almost got that little half hook to drop. So MSJ looking to get the first points. Oh, what a block. Chase got in there, and somebody swatted it away, and Saltis from his back threw the ball up to Bizon, and see if MSJ here can get a spark going. It's 22-11 at the break. It's 22-11 now. Again, it's been a real grinded out type of game here. Oh, nice look on the baseline, and they couldn't get the finish. Bizon fights for the basketball, be taken up by Levens, and Levens has just played a real solid game. And we're going to have Jack Rogers call a timeout for Rutland, and we will swing it over to Coach Rogers. And it looks like a 30-second timeout. Yeah, he's going to keep him on the floor. So I'll tell you that number 10 is Rick Lampman. So this is the roster for the Rutland JV squad. Sam Furo's 11. Jordan Grenier is number 12. Wesley Henderson is 13. Troy Davin 14. Ben Senecal 15. Matt Consolati. I got to move the camera a sec there. Matt Consolati is number 20. 23 is Tyler Ballard. Nick Levens 24. Seth Patrica 30. Andrew Borkowski 31. Brendan Bilodeau 32. And Greg Gagne is number 44. And there's John. If I can find John, I'll find the ball. And there he is. Again, it's a pretty good crowd here for a JV game, but you can hear a pin drop in the gym. And if I sound flat, it's just not the type of game you can get pumped up over right now. Levens left alone. He says, well, why not? And boy, that thing just rattled around, popped out on him. Trika to Levens, and they'll go all the way around. That's got to be a foul, yeah. That Chase just couldn't get the brakes on quick enough, ran into Lampman, and yeah, the ball will go out of bounds on the far side here, down in the gym, and Cody Keith coming in the basketball game, number 3, and now Justin Nalback also coming in for Michigan. He wears number 13. And I believe that's Nalback's first time coming in the basketball game today. And they'll dump it down inside to Gagne, and instead of taking a shot, he kicked it out and got good results from it. Sam Furo with nothing but twine on the shot. And now remember Lampman back in that first half of play was just awesome in the backcourt defensively. And still pretty awesome. And Keys. Yeah. This ball's going to go out of bounds to MSJ. Yeah, what they're waiting for right now, they're letting Rick tie his shoe, Lampman tying his shoe out there. And okay, they're all set. Shoes are all tied. Everybody's happy. And Saltis Boy, having an awful time getting the ball in bounds. Oh, what a steal. Levens not only slapped the ball away, he controlled it, and he's got it on dribble. And it's one thing to anticipate like he did make the knock away, but then he controlled the basketball. Just great job by Levens out there. This is Lampman with the basketball. He'll get it off now. Gagne away from the basket. He's at the top of the arc, and he had Nall back on him defensively. Petrika waits for the cut, and he's open, and nope. Had a good look, front rimmed it, and we're going to have a foul. We got a hack. Yeah. On the rebounding action, that foul will be on Firo, and it'll be ball out of bounds. And 24-11, MSJ trailing by 13. And they've been on 11 points since halftime, and we're 34 seconds away from the midway point of the third quarter. And Joe Chase working hard, and yeah, he went down and got the basketball. And yeah, and there's the call. And John Kelly calls another offensive foul on MSJ. A lot of their fouls tonight, and there's quite a bit of them, is offensive fouls. Yeah, so Levens will take the ball out of bounds. Right, yeah, close enough call right in front of the scorer's table. That's the second foul on Chase, and he'll sit down. And Cody Keith comes back in the basketball game wearing number 3. And boy, Gagne, he had quite a head of steam there. I thought he's going to take it all the way in and jam it. Levens. Yeah, and that's going to be Nall back with the fouls. Yeah, Gagne had great position down in front of him to get the pass. Yeah, it's going to be the 14th foul on MSJ, 5 on Rutland. So both teams racking up the fouls here early in the second half. And it's going to be Petrika that went up, and rebound kept alive by who else? Levens out there. I mean, just a great game. Lampman's shot is blocked and comes right down to Rutland. Can't get it. They're battling for it, and on the boards will be Altabel, and Altabel will come to Thayer, and Thayer now with Chase on the bench. He'll handle the ball a lot more as far as trying to set up the offense. Nall back against Petrika, got sealed off from any more drive, and Saltis, see him pull away from the contact this time and makes the basket. Nice job by Alan Saltis. MSJ's first points here of the second half, and actually both teams with only 2 points apiece. There's a steal by Saltis, and he's fouled before the shot. Yeah, it's going to be Firo with the foul, and that'll be the 6th foul, and the ball will just be a possession foul. Ball will be out of bounds too. Yeah, so Saltis will take the ball out of bounds, and they're just waiting for the change. It's Davin coming back in the basketball game, number 14, Troy Davin for Rutland. This is JV basketball action on PEGTV channel 15. Rutland up by 11 right now at 24-13. Now go down to Altabel. Boy, Altabel wanted to do that step around double dribble. Yeah. That defense just really never moved, and that it's just a good job of staying in Altabel's way. And Firo with the catch. He'll come into the front court. Nice pass on the side. And Petrika slides along the baseline. Up underneath and in. Oh, what a nice move by Petrika. And that will be Thayer in the backcourt against Firo. And no matter who Rutland's put in the backcourt to pressure the ball coming up the floor, they've done a nice fundamental job. And right there, helps create the steal. And Davin's going to go up, and he's going to the line. Boy, Davin just explosive, good speed, and took it right to the hole. And so Thayer will pick up the foul. That's what I want to see. It's going to be on Thayer. And full timeout taken by MSJ's JV squad. They're down by 13 right now in the third quarter play to Rutland. All right, so that was a MSJ timeout here, and that's still Davin at the line, and that's where we'll pick it back up with 2:58 to go. 26-13 Rutland's JV squad. Had a 22-11 lead at the half, and Davin will get a second chance here, and that's just only the 5th team foul on Rutland, on MSJ, 6 on Rutland, and Troy Davin will get that second shot. And Cody Keefe will bring the ball into play. He's going to come to Thayer with it, and it's going to be Firo on him defensively. And Thayer trying to get the timeline. We'll meet right at the logo, and you saw it. Nice job taking the basketball away. And Levens up and count the basket. And Levens will be fouled, and he's going to go to the line. I'm sorry, okay. Shooting 2 shots here. And I'll tell you, Levens has just played a whale of a ball game. He's done it with the rebounding. He's done it with his defense. He's done it offensively. He's made some nice passes. And shot pretty well from the free throw line, too. And now both teams with 16 fouls apiece. And he'll get both of them, as that will drop in. And now they're going to have Tyler Sanborn coming to the basketball game for MSJ. He's going to wear number 22, and he'll replace Cody Keith. So Rutland will pull out of the press, and they'll allow free pass into the front court. This particular trip, they've done a nice job of giving them some different looks defensively. And Sanborn, he did get into play the first half and did a pretty good job for MSJ. And that was tipped away, ends up in who else's hands? Levens with the basketball. And got to the free throw line, gave it back, and this is Patrika all the way in, and well, why not? He saw the paint, took the paint, and made the basket, and that becomes the largest lead of the game now at 18 points for Rutland's JV squad. And Nullback, again, just having so much trouble. I mean, it's Rutland's defense swarming up high there, and Davin will crash to the floor, and hopefully everybody will be okay. Now we have a foul called. So it'll be on Nullback, the foul will be, and it was there and Davin that went crashing to the floor, and they're both up and okay. And Altabel at the scores table, he'll be checking in on the second shot for Rutland. 2:06 to go in the third quarter. And that's 3 fouls on Justin Nullback. So one more shot here. And that won't happen. And that was Bizon that got the rebound. He was in such a crowd of people there, I couldn't see who it was. Sanborn with the basketball, and he'll get it to Thayer. Now Thayer. Put fear on him defensively, and there's a screen set by Saltis. And Thayer on the baseline will fade fire and not get the shot to drop. And it's another 1-and-out trip for MSJ. And Davin will bring the basketball up far side of the Common Avenue gym. He'll direct a little traffic on his way down the floor, and he'll get it down, up, and can't get the finish right there. But look at Levens. Look at Levens get to the basket. See the basketball, go to the basketball, just be quick to it, and he's going back to the line to shoot a couple more. Got nobody boxed out, and Levens just too smart player. He got right there, got the free ball, and he's going to be shooting with just 1:37 to go in the third quarter. And it's going to be a little bit strong with that one. And Joe Chase will be coming back in the basketball game. He's going to replace Leighton Thayer. So Chase with those 2 fouls coming in to probably assume the point position again for Rutland, or for MSJ's JV squad. And Levens will get it. Oh, so what the ref wants is to wipe up the floor. Okay, so we got all that moisture up off the floor and created a dangerous situation, and the refs right on top of it and able to get it all cleaned up. And yeah, Firo called for the foul, and that's going to be the 1-on-1, 7th foul on Rutland. And now MSJ will go to the line, and yeah, it's the 1-on-1. So Joe Chase will head to the line. And again, when you've only scored 2 points in the quarter, this is beyond important to start getting the free throws to drop to try to get some kind of points, get back in the basketball game. 32-13, Rutland with the lead. And he got it. So he'll get a second chance here after he made that first one. Makes it 32-14 now, and that was the 4th foul on Sam Firo of Rutland. And, well, I'll tell you what, set on the front of the rim for a second, but it didn't go. And Firo with the basketball, he'll hit the trailer on the play, and that will be good. Nice job, nice shot. That was Senecal with the made basket, number 15 for Rutland. So boy, everybody coming off the Rutland bench really contributing, whether it's with their defense or their passing or the shots. But Coach Rogers getting a lot of good minutes from everybody tonight for Rutland. And that should be jump ball. Yeah, there was no possession to call a timeout, and it's going to be, yeah, and the MSJ going to stay with the timeout, and they'll call it with 63 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah, so Cody Keith will bring the ball into play after that MSJ timeout, and That's going to be picked up. Patrica with the steal, and he's going to bring it down the court himself. He's got the space. He'll get in between, put the shot up. Rebound by the Rutland squad will get it. Boy, right there, just out hustling MSJ. And Keith, again, he got up in the air in the pass. Keith was soft. Patrica with yet another steal. He'll come in and going to have a blocking foul called on Rutland as they got, or on MSJ. They got backpedaling, and that's going to be Chase with his third foul. And yeah, they're going to take some shots now. And it should be Patrica. And there he is. He'll be heading to the line. And it's also the 9th team foul on MSJ. And there's still a whole quarter to go here from the Common Avenue Gym. And that shot will drop for Patrica. And he'll push the lead down to 37-14. Rutland defensively really getting a job done here in the second half. They're in double digits in steals and double digits in offensive rebounds, Rutland is.
Cody, you gotta come up.
Well, I tell you, Chase killing the dribble right there at the timeline. That's a hard spot to work from. That'll go off from Sanborn's hand, and it's going to become another turnover. The ball up in the front court. They want to get the, nice job. Nice job. Very unselfish, got the ball back. I think it was from Devine, or from Davin, I'm sorry, to Senecal. And that's going to be out of bounds as Chase tried to split the defense, lost the basketball, and it will roll out on that far side right in front of the bleacher area, and it's going to be taken out of bounds by Senecal. And Davin, you see number 14 right there. And now they're going to try to play a little denial. Just 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Seen Rutland open up a 26-point lead in JV basketball action. 7 seconds. Davin, baseline, will get the ball back. Clock down to 4. Senecal up, and it would have counted, but it's going to be a big quarter for Rutland. They'll have a 40-14 lead over MSJ in JV basketball action. So you see Senecal heading over. He'll take the basketball out of bounds, and what will be the final 8 minutes of the JV contest. And it's been an all-red JV basketball game. And Lampman back in the basketball game, number 10. And I believe, I'm looking down that bench for Rutland. Everybody's had plenty of time tonight to get involved in the action. We're going to have Consolati back out there, number 20, and he's got the basketball right now. And he was looking for Patrica, and was it tipped? No, it wasn't tipped. It's just out of play, and MSJ will have the ball. A rare turnover for Rutland here in this basketball game. They've had 22 points at the half. In that third quarter alone, they pushed the score up to 30. So they had an 18 and 22, 18-point third quarter. And Coralou out there, number 10 for MSJ. That's the first time Coralou's come into the basketball game. And he'll be guarded by Rutland's number 10. That's going to be Lampman on Coralou. That's the matchup right now. They'll go along that baseline. They're looking at trying to slide the ball around enough to try to get somebody open on the backdoor cut. Yeah, we're going to have a foul call, and there should be shots coming up. Oh, okay. It's on MSJ, the foul is. I didn't realize that. So it'll be on Cody Keith, and there's no shots because there's an offensive foul called. I made the terrible assumption it was going to be on Rutland, and it wasn't, so. That's the first foul on Cody Keith. And Lampman just pops open, came off a screen at the midcourt logo, and that's where Coralou will pick him up. And Gagne back in the basketball game. Boy, I think everybody from MSJ touched the ball that time. Yeah, and it goes out of bounds. We're looking down along the baseline. They want to get it to Senecal. And see Gagne out there, number 44. He had a good first quarter. And Lampman had just enough strength to take the contact and nursed the ball up and over the front of the rim and in. And Sanborn. It's his turn to bring the ball down, and on the crossover, he had it slapped away from him. He's able to get it and got it to Max Walker. And so Walker, he tried to pass to Keith, and the ball taken away. And here comes Rutland on a break, up, and no. There's the follow-up by Gagne, yes. Oh, big, strong guy Gagne is. Just got the basketball away from a couple people.
Go back to New York.
Now look at that. What a great time and a pick, and he'll get the finish. That was Senecal, and that was about as good an exhibition of hand speed as you could have right there. Sanborn wanted to come right, went left, goes to Coralou. Got some nifty moves going out there, but Then he kind of got a little bit of trouble, and Consolati will bring it up with the left hand and get it. 48-14, and nope, I think Rutland. Yeah, 30-second timeout called by Coach Rogers of Rutland. So it's a 30-second timeout by Rutland, and trying to catch up some of the new numbers out there. Jordan Grenier's out there, Wesley Henderson out there. These are Rutland numbers. Ballard, 23, is out there. 20 is Consolati, and I need one more person. Oh, Bilodeau, 32 out there for Rutland. Max Walker had a little problem handling the pass. It'll be picked up, and Consolati swings the ball over to the side, and now it'll be brought down the floor by Grenier. And Grenier had it stolen away by Thayer. Grenier and Thayer were the matchup, and Thayer will reverse and not finish. Not sure why he just didn't take it fundamentally straight on for the layup. He reversed it, brought it around, and missed the shot. And with a 48-14 score, the ball will go out of bounds to Rutland, and Ballard looks like he's going to stay over there and bring the ball into play, number 23. Now see Consolati holding the ball. It goes down along the baseline and got it. Rutland on the boards. That was Bilodeau this time with the offensive rebound and the putback. Like I said, they're double digits in steals, double digits in offensive rebounds. And they've got a big lead at 50-14. And that will be off the mark. And quick to the basketball was Bilodeau. He got it to Consolati, and now they'll work it down the floor. Might have traveled. Yep, Ballard with that first step dragged the back foot, and that'll be the travel call. And Cody Keith will take the ball out of bounds, and they'll have Thayer and Keith in the back court with just 5:10 to go in this JV basketball game. Yeah, and that's Nall back in the basketball game. He came up top, popped out, and Nall back to the hole. No. Rebound will come down to Rutland. That was 13 Henderson. He'll get it to Consolati, and he'll pull up short, 8-footer. The shot was short, front rim, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay down as him with Rutland. That's going to be Ballard taking the ball out of bounds for the Raiders. And catch and shot, and no. Yeah, it was Grenier with the shot. Look at Bilodeau. Took it away, made it, and count it. Oh, he's playing like a big man down there, and he is a big guy, and he got the rebound and got the basket and got the foul. There you go. Everything's official now. So it's going to be a full timeout by MSJ, down by a lot. I believe that only leaves 2 timeouts left for Coach Garrow of MSJ. In 52-14, Rutland had the 11-point lead at halftime. I believe it was 22-11, and it just kind of spiraled out of control after that point. See, MSJ will have the ball on the baseline, and there'll be no pressure in the backcourt from Coach Rogers, probably the rest of the ball game. And Thayer will bring it down with just 4:40 to go in the contest. There's the cut, and all back on the floor, up, and tell you, that was one of the better plays they've ran. They just didn't get the basket to drop, but the execution was there. You can see the ball being held up top by Henderson. He'll come back to Consolati, and there's the catch by Grenier, makes it, and decides to take the shot and got it. That was a pretty good looking shot right there too. 54-14. So pretty much safe to say Rutland's JV squad will start the evening off with the win for Rutland over MSJ. That foul called on Grenier, and it looks like, yeah, Thayer will go to the line, and that's just the 8th team foul on Rutland, 10 on MSJ, and the 1-on-1 here for Thayer. And he'll be short, and Bilodeau with a good quickness to the ball, and a nice box out, and at the scores table is Corlew for MSJ, and he'll be coming in for Thayer, I believe, and that's the drive by Grenier, and he'll slide the ball down to Bilodeau. He'll go up off the glass, too strong, got his own rebound, lost it to Thayer. Thayer coming down the floor, and Thayer will just turn the corner and let all the traffic go by. Now he'll get to the top of the arc and swing the ball out to Keith. Nice catch by Cody Keith. Nall back to Thayer, to the hole, and that might have been partially tipped, but it's going to be Rutland with the rebound. Grenier with the basketball, and he wants to give it off to a teammate and just hot potato right now. He got a hand on it, and Bilodeau and him with short exchange, and now they'll get it down to Consolati. There's the grab by Ballard. He'll drive, and I don't know what they called. Yeah, 3 seconds. Okay. He got up there and it wasn't a shot. It ended up being a pass. And Corlew will come in fourth there for MSJ. So number 10 is Corlew. So Corlew and Sanborn and Keith all in the back court right now for MSJ. And Sanborn will end up engineering the play here. And it's going to be slapped out of bounds by Consolati. Good anticipation, got in that passing lane. And that's Corlew that got open, got the basketball. 3 minutes to go in the JV game, and yeah, he threw the ball away. And it'll be a turnover, and the basketball will belong to Rutland, and Grenier is going to be in the back court. It looks like he'll bring the basketball up for the JV squad from Rutland High School. Got Consolati wants to go down inside. It's a good matchup. They went great pass down low, and Billadu didn't make it, but that shot blocked, comes right down to Henderson. He'll fade fire, a little hard out the glass, and ends up in the hands of Nallback, and he's swallowed up in the double team, and he'll just turn finally to the open court and yeah, take a few dribbles and give it back to Sanborn. Ritter at the scores table for MSJ. He'll be coming in the next opportunity for the MSJ squad. Walker set the screen. Sanborn went away from it, and then he'll slide it down to Walker, and the pass a little bit long. He'll go out of bounds, and Ritter coming in for Nallback for MSJ. Yeah, so again, no press from MSJ. It'll be Corlew to pick up Grenier, and Grenier, little bounce pass down to Billadu. And a foul and a push, and shots coming up for somebody. Yeah, it's going to be shots coming up, and I believe it's going to be Billadu that will take the shot. So yeah, he'll head to the line. Brendan Billadu, number 32 for Rutland. And it's going to be 2 shots because they're over the 10-team limit here. And nope. Looked pretty good, but it just didn't cooperate with him, and that clock had stopped with 2:19 to go. So Billadu on his second attempt will get it. 55-14 Rutland. And Sanborn, yeah, looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Garrow, and Sanborn will take the shot himself. Nope, a little strong off the back of the rim, and Walker passed up the shot, brought it out to Corlew. Corlew drives the baseline, tried to kick the ball out. A lot of traffic in the way, picked out by Grenier, and Grenier will outlet the ball to Ballard, and Ballard now to Consolati. And again, whoever Coach Rogers plugged in out there, they really knew their role and their place on the court and executed very well. Henderson, great pass to Grenier, to Consolati, and tell you what, they didn't make the basket. That was one of the prettier plays tonight. Ran this late in the contest by the Rutland squad. Oh, big collision on the floor. Ball still free, and picked up by Consolati. They'll wrap the ball down along the baseline, and Henderson had a tough angle, and Walker will get the rebound. He'll pump it out here, and this is going to be brought down by Sanborn to Corlew, and goes off his fingertips, and he'll get to the basketball and dump it in the corner to Keith. He'll set fire, and no. Little bit short on the shot, and Ritter saved it. Went to the floor hard, and yeah, Sanborn was stripped of the basketball. I think Henderson will pick up the foul. Yeah, Henderson will pick up the foul, and Sanborn will go to the line, and that's going to stop the clock with 72 seconds left in the JV game. 55-14 Rutland. And Sanborn will get it to drop, making it a 55-15 game. So Sanborn with the second attempt here. Got him. Got them both. Nice looking for him, nice shots, and just a minute and 11 seconds to go, and this is going to be Consolati with the basketball. And everybody got plenty of playing time on both sides tonight in this basketball game. This is the JV contest. At a later date, you'll be able to watch the varsity version of Rutland-MSJ boys basketball from the Combin Avenue gym. And that's going to be off from the leg of Corlew out of bounds, and Rutland will have it with just 52 seconds to go. That's Grenier, and since he's coming to the basketball game, he's really put a lot of energy into the Rutland lineup, and they just play a little toss and catch on the perimeter right now. Down to 43 seconds. We'll go down to Henderson. He'll wheel, fire, and boy, good position. Had the right idea. Just put a little too much juice on the shot. They wanted to go baseline, and it goes out of bounds. They're looking for Grenier on the cut, and Michelle will have the ball with 35 seconds on the clock. Again, Sanborn, 22 out there in the backcourt, along with number 3, Cody Keith. There's the screen set by Ritter, and Sanborn up, and nope, Ritter crashed the boards, kept it alive. Henderson will come down with the ball, get it to Consolati. He's got a 2-on-1, gave it up to Ballard, and count it. Hard into the padding goes Ballard, and he gets the basket, makes it 57-16, and he's going to also go to the free throw line and try for the and one. So Ballard, fouled by Ritter, and that's 3 fouls on Ritter, not so relevant, only 17 seconds left in the contest. Got it. So that's a 3-point play for the JV squad from Rutland. Ballard will make it, and 16 points in total in 4 quarters of work for MSJ. Sanborn lets the defender fly by and got it. So Sanborn with 4 points here in the 4th quarter, 58-18, and you're going to hear the buzzer, and that's the ball game. Rutland's JV squad with the win over MSJ, 58-18.